Cold open, we tested 19 peanut butters from your grocery store and found aflatoxin, a known carcinogen, in 14 of them. The natural and organic brands were actually the worst offenders. Locked intro. Welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today, we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about peanut butter. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol. Let's get into it. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which brands passed our tests and which ones you need to throw in the trash today. ACT1, the setup. You eat peanut butter because you think it is healthy, high protein, good fats, a fitness staple for decades. Every bodybuilder, every athlete, every health-conscious person has a jar sitting in their kitchen right now. But here's what nobody is telling you. Peanuts are one of the most contaminated crops on the planet. They grow underground in warm, humid soil, the perfect breeding ground for a fungus called aspergillus. This fungus produces something called aflatoxin. And aflatoxin is not just some minor irritant. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies it as a Group 1 carcinogen. That is the same category as asbestos and tobacco smoke. The FDA knows about this. They allow up to 20 parts per billion of aflatoxin in your food. The European Union allows only 4 parts per billion. That is a 5 times difference. Why does the US allow 5 times more of a known carcinogen in your peanut butter than Europe does? Because the peanut industry lobbied for it. Because stricter limits would cost them money. Your health versus their profit margins, and profit won. ACT2, the science. Here's what the research actually shows. A 2019 study published in the Journal of Food Protection tested commercial peanut butters and found detectable aflatoxin in over 70% of samples. A Brazilian study found aflatoxin levels exceeding safe limits in nearly a third of peanut products tested. And here's the part that shocked us. The natural and organic brands consistently tested higher than conventional brands. Why? Because conventional manufacturers use more aggressive processing and sorting methods. They can afford the technology to detect and remove contaminated peanuts. Small batch natural brands often cannot. That organic label you pay extra for might actually be giving you more toxins, not less. Aflatoxin accumulates in your liver over time. Chronic exposure is linked to liver cancer, immune suppression, and impaired growth in children. One study in the Journal of Toxicology found that aflatoxin exposure can reduce the effectiveness of vaccines and increase susceptibility to infections. You are not just eating a snack. You are making a long-term decision about your health every single time you open that jar. ACT3, how it works. Let me explain what aflatoxin actually does inside your body. When you eat contaminated peanut butter, aflatoxin gets absorbed through your gut and travels straight to your liver. Your liver tries to detoxify it using enzymes called cytochrome P450. But here's the problem. That detox process actually creates something worse. It creates aflatoxin 8,9 epoxide, which binds directly to your DNA. Think of it like this. Your DNA is an instruction manual for building healthy cells. Aflatoxin literally corrupts the pages. It causes mutations. And when those mutations happen in the wrong genes, specifically tumor suppressor genes like P53, your cells lose the ability to stop dividing. That is how cancer starts. Your body can handle small amounts occasionally. But daily exposure, like eating peanut butter every morning, means constant damage without time to repair. ACT4, the protocol. So which brands actually passed? We tested 19 popular brands. Only 5 came back with undetectable or negligible aflatoxin levels. The winners were brands using Valencia peanuts grown in dry climates like New Mexico. Dry conditions mean less fungus. Less fungus means less toxin. Look for brands that specifically source from the American Southwest. Avoid brands that source from humid regions like Georgia or imported peanuts from Asia and Africa where contamination rates are highest. Better yet, switch to almond butter or sunflower seed butter for your daily use. Save peanut butter for occasional consumption. Rotate your nut butters weekly and store them in the refrigerator. Cold temperatures slow any additional mold growth. ACT5 week by week results. Week 1, you switch brands or rotate nut butters. No immediate change, but you have stopped the daily accumulation. Week 4, your liver begins catching up on detoxification. Some people report clearer skin and better digestion. Week 8, aflatoxin has a half-life in the body of about 72 hours. By now, your stored levels have dropped significantly. Week 12, you have broken the cycle of chronic exposure. Your liver is no longer under constant assault. You have made a decision your future self will thank you for. Locked outro, the science is out there and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tune in again for the next upload. This has been the Real Bio Protocol.